Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty big news when it comes to some brand new stuff when it comes to number one, a brand new PlayStation 5 update, a little bit on the smaller side too, but we also have some other big news when it comes to an official PlayStation partnership with one of the biggest games out that I'm sure you guys could probably go guess because it is coming out in the next few days. We have some brand new Persona news and a few little various even more follow-ups on the Twitch stories, which actually might be affecting even me a little bit more and also might be affecting if I ever want to go and stream and do more proper content here up on YouTube. So we have a lot of different things to go talk about throughout this video, so if you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy. And as well, we might also have another bit of a showcase on some Final Fantasy 16 gameplay too as well on the channel, so be on the lookout for that, maybe later on throughout today or tomorrow. So make sure you guys are subscribing, the notifications on Twitter and Twitch ring down below in case you guys want to follow. And of course, we have the Amazon links for all the consoles that are still currently up on sale quite a bit, and everything else in between. So first and foremost, in case you guys went and missed it, there actually was a brand new, very smaller though, PlayStation update. So in case you guys always miss this type of stuff, there is a brand new update in case you guys do want to launch up your console as of today. Nothing really big or groundbreaking. We're also still kind of waiting for the next upcoming beta that might happen at some point in the near future, hopefully sooner rather than later. But right now there's a system software update where they did two major big things. We've improved system software performance and stability, and we've improved the messages and usability on some screens. Now, this isn't really the biggest update we have to go and freak out about or whatever, but it is a brand new update nonetheless, where it does kind of seem like they keep on working on brand new different things and trying to fine-tune up the systems, fix up bugs and everything else. Like, nothing super crazy, just a little small stuff floating around. So, I'll just let you guys know, that's a big kind of cool update in case you guys are going to launch up your console and you guys see some stuff. We still are waiting for the next big major updates, both on Xbox and PlayStation. They've been doing a little like trials / we know Xbox has even done like some backtracks and all that, but I'm sure right now they're more focused on pushing up brand new games and working on this E3 type style conferences and all of that. So we'll kind of see more of those updates probably later on, especially because we also had some pretty big updates for the PlayStation VR 2 from PlayStation not too long ago, so we'll be in a little bit of a limbo right now for that. Now for some even kind of bigger news though, Sony actually now has an official and announced. This is kind of a big thing, at least in my mind, as long as you guys don't mind the crazy hair. We'll just get to that for the announcement. Basically, Sony Electronics announces their official partnership with Square Enix on the highly anticipated gaming series Final Fantasy 16. Now, this is kind of big. If you guys are kind of familiar with a lot of the gaming, I guess, lingo and everything else, you guys probably are aware that Sony and Square Enix have a pretty good relationship when it comes to games and qualities and everything else, and I would probably say that that's a, well, pretty normalized thing. We like the idea of, well, them working together. We've seen a lot of Final Fantasy games. They're just both Japanese-based companies, and it just makes a lot of sense if you guys have been gaming for a while. Xbox isn't necessarily too much into the RPG type of side, and as well, not necessarily too much in the Japanese or more of the Asian culture as well. I think a good example how Genshin has more of a proper connection with Sony rather than they do with Xbox, stuff like that. Same with, like, you know, them actually being Japanese-based companies, and they just easier, like, it's basically like if you're in the same country, it's a lot easier in terms of legalities when it comes to partnerships. It comes to driving by the office. It's like you could go there in an hour. It's not a big deal versus flying across the country, all that type of stuff. So that's a big thing to note that as of today, Sony Electronics revealed its partnership with Square Enix in the latest standalone title, esteemed Final Fantasy game franchise, available exclusively on the PlayStation 5. The beloved fantasy role-playing game has grown significantly since the inaugural game release in 1987, and the highly anticipated launch of Final Fantasy 16, developed at the first full-action RPG. I think this, is it even like 16? It might be, I don't know. Anyway, solidified Sony Electronics as the official gaming TV for this release. With Sony Bravia XR TV's 4K HDR display performance, you'll witness vibrant colors and deep contrast, bringing the realm of Velistian characters to life. So basically, they have the also combination to it, not alone with PlayStation, because you know they have like their buddy with PlayStation. A big thing to know is that don't forget Sony also has good workarounds when it comes to TVs, and it is like pretty much the parent company. It's kind of like, you know, how Xbox is owned by Microsoft, that type of vibe. So basically, they're also trying to go push the fact that the Sony Bravia TV also has a really nice 4K display performance. You get really cool characters. They have the highest quality gaming experience too as well, using the in-zone Sony gaming monitors too on top of that, and as well all their good connections with PlayStation. So they're also trying to go push that they have the auto HDR tone mapping for that one with the HDR settings during the PS5 initial setups. The auto genre picture modes too as well. Automatically switches to game mode too, which is just really nice to see. They have all the processor XR and XR clear images too. They have the game menus too on top of that one as well. And HDMI 2.1. And of course, doing a nice little promotion. Gotta let people know about this. But the bigger deal for this is on two different levels. Number one, as you guys can probably notice, this is more of a proper partnership with Sony. So Sony obviously is the adult big daddy of the actual gaming scene itself. So that they own PlayStation is a big duh. So them going and, well, getting this is a huge thumbs up, because that just also maybe drives in for a proper either acquisition, which a lot of folks have been assuming, and rumoring that there might be a connection with that just based on their prior games, and also things like Funimation and Crunchyroll, because don't forget Square Enix also does make anime, which is also licensed and also pushed towards that too as well. So one big thing they kind of note too is when they do about these about sections, Sony Electronics is a subsidiary of Sony Corporation of America and an affiliate of Sony Group Corporation too as well, one of the most comprehensive entertainment companies in the world too as well, encompassing electronics, music, motion pictures, mobile, gaming, robotics, and financial services too. So obviously, once again, they are mentioning, once again, PlayStation as well. Talk about Final Fantasy, they've had 35 years of Final Fantasy series, has delighted generations of gamers too throughout all their nice, cool games. They've sold over 173 million units worldwide, which is also ridiculous. And one of the biggest things too, and I want to mention this again, when it comes to future things, Square Enix develops, publishes, distributes, and licenses Square Enix and Taito brand entertainment content in Europe and other PAL territories as part of the Square Enix group of companies. The Square Enix group of companies boasts a valuable portfolio of intellectual properties, including Final Fantasy, the game itself. A lot of folks obviously would want to play that, or the movies, as well as Dragon Quest, which once again, anime. When it comes to anime games, manga, a lot of different series, and video games too as well, which sold over 85 million units worldwide, and legendary Space Invaders. Square Enix Ltd is London-based too as well, and basically all around they're just kind of saying like, hey, like we have the anime, which would make sense for partnerships, as well as also we have the games, which makes sense for the partnerships. We have also the music too as well, because they've done custom music for these games, which makes sense for the partnerships. It just all around makes a lot of sense, especially with the Crunchyroll, Funimation acquisitions, as well as everything else too. So really kind of bigger news. Like this is kind of like bigger news than I think most people expect. It's not an acquisition, but partnerships nonetheless are usually pretty big deals. Now we have some of the little sad things to go and cover up throughout the video. Number one, on the same path too, when it comes to Final Fantasy, we have another one of these updates for the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, where they now have new comments stating that they will be having brand new original music. Sending many new tracks have been created for Final Fantasy Rebirth, and we will be making some new arrangements of tracks from Final Fantasy Remake 2 as well, so basically just making even more brand new stuff. They also have a brand new PlayStation Store stuff, in case you guys care about that one, where the PS Plus doubles down discounts with over 400 brand new items listed, so in case you guys want to go through any of the big sales, Witcher 3, Ghost of Tsushima, Marvel's Midnight Suns, etc. A lot of these have also been kind of bumping out too. There's also a lot more indie games too as well. So just a lot. I can kind of go through if you guys just want to go and browse through yourself, find some cool indie games. They are all out there as of currently right this second. As well, also some pretty cool stuff too as well. There's a brand new domain in regards now to Persona 3 news, and also even more Persona 5 and 6 news has been floating off too as well. So the PR3 Japan domain is strongly speculated right now to be tied to the upcoming remake of Persona 3, with footage being leaked earlier on this year as well. So we're kind of just waiting for that. It does seem like it's pretty much confirmed. Maybe we'll see some stuff tomorrow on the Summer Games Fest. We'll have to wait and see. I'll probably have some sort of coverage up on the channel itself, so be on the lookout for that in case you guys would like. But all around kind of cool stuff too. They've changed up their Persona domains quite a bit for Catherine, Persona 5 Royale, so it does kind of seem like there's something coming, because someone was paid money and they did mentally go and change this in the first place. And last but not least, some kind of big Twitch drama. Basically, we have Dog, which is kind of a big Twitch streamer, and right now there's a brand new Twitch contract change. Now, if you guys do or do not know, I'm a premium Twitch partner, so I actually get a 70-30 split on my actual sub count. So right now, some people are actually saying that actually might be now downplayed down to a 50-50 split, which in all honesty actually maybe makes me want to go and stream on YouTube. Now, I have been doing a lot of YouTube stuff, and I've done a few occasional YouTube streams, but it does kind of make me question a few different things because, well, when it does come to, well, money, if you're losing 20% of your money just randomly out of the blue, that's not a good sign. And as well, YouTube has had a lot of really good offerings, and I do really enjoy my YouTube community. I would maybe be down to go and do some more streams on YouTube in case you guys would ever like. So I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments if you guys want that. Twitch has been going through absolute drama everywhere over here. It's been not good at all. Basically, people are like, they're trying to go cut down on sponsorships, trying to go be a lot more regulated, and everything else in between has been a lot more on the scarier sense. So I am not happy with this. I think a lot of Twitch streamers are not happy with this, and a lot of folks are going to be losing a lot more money too as well. I don't know. I think it's going to be a pretty big mass exodus from Twitch as it's been ongoing for these past few months with Kick and Rumble and other various platforms too as well. So give me your thoughts and comments on that one, or if you guys ever want more YouTube streams. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below in case you guys would like to go and follow. And of course, I appreciate y'all so much for watching here in the first place. And check out the Amazon links down below.